Kobe!
Hey guys, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Dudas Flutus, and I play on the Emerald server, and I just wanted to show you guys something that you might not have seen before. You might be wondering what that white circle is darting around on your screen right now. Well, that's an eye tracker, and in this video I wanted to show it off a little. Number one, because it's cool as hell, you know, technology, am I right? And number two, because it's educational. Now let me explain that. Eye tracking can give another perspective on a game and can change the way you look at someone's gameplay. For example, if you look in the same place as I do, aka at the white circle, you might realize why I might have not noticed somebody because of where I was looking at the screen, and that eliminates that question of how did he not see that guy? The other reason is to notice a pattern as well as eye placement. I would consider myself an above average player on Planetside 2, and I figured I would share with you guys what it's like to be looking around my screen with me, instead of just watching some gameplay. This is why, in my opinion, the eye tracker is a tool of engagement. Your audience can clearly see where you're looking, and it might feel like you're interacting with the person behind the screen a little bit more in a sense. Getting back to the educational part, I feel like some players might learn a little bit from watching an eye tracker. It's a lesson that nobody can really teach without it, and I don't think a lot of people have actually said to anyone, you need to be moving your eyes like this, or you need to be watching here. So, this video will be a little bit of a tutorial as well, so you guys aren't just watching some boring gameplay. Contradictory to what I just said, I'm going to play a clip of gameplay for you guys to watch and see where my eyes go in a live scenario. If you're a new player or wanting to get better, I would ask that you follow my eye movements and see if you can notice a pattern. Just a little disclaimer before we get started. I'm not saying this will immediately improve anyone's performance. Only time can do that. I simply want to see if this will help anyone in need of improving their experience or gameplay. I also don't think I am in any way a godlike infantry player. I only think of myself as slightly above an average, which is why I wanted to make this video. Also, the eye tracker is not 100% accurate. As you'll notice sometimes when I'm aiming at somebody, it is not centered. However, I have noticed that the circle is big enough to where my eyes actually don't leave the circle, unless it is near the edge of my screen. So, overall, I'd say it's at least 80 to 90% accurate, which is pretty good. With that out of the way, here's a live clip without interruptions. As I mentioned before, I want this to be kind of a tutorial as well. So, for those interested in that kind of thing, make sure to watch where my eyes go and see if you can notice a pattern, if you haven't already.
Max in the area.
Victory has not eluded us. Fight harder.
Let me heal you. You've got a hostile Max. Let me take a look. Hostile might have thrown sunburn on the area.
Are you serious? This is torture.
We've successfully defended the facility.
Alright, let's talk a little bit about what you just saw. Positioning and aiming flaws aside, if you noticed in the clip, my eyes are almost always darting back to my minimap when I'm not aiming at someone or looking for someone. This is very important to notice, and if you picked up on this during the clip, then good job. You have successfully figured out the main point of this video. Checking your minimap frequently can help you in that 1, you know exactly where your enemies are going to be, and 2, you can position accordingly. Overall, eye placement is a very crucial lesson that few can teach, but it is very important in helping people understand how a person like myself processes this information and what we do with that information. For example, if you see multiple enemies on your minimap coming towards you, a smart thing to do would be to back off if you're engaging them solo. If you're in a group, which in Planetside you most likely are, then choose who to engage based off of the positions and angles that you can access. That's a whole lesson for later though. If you guys have any feedback, suggestions for me, such as what I can do to improve my videos, I'd love to hear it. If you guys would like to see more videos and or tutorials from me, I'd be happy to do some. I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day out on Neuraxis. I will see you guys on the battlefield.
We've acquired the facility.